Now we reach the final chapter, 340, Gift. The beginning of the chapter is basically Fairy Tale coming back to Magnolia. All the townsfolk, even people who live outside Magnolia, celebrate and cheer for Fairy Tale's return, so happy that they finally won the Grand Magic Games. Natsu even shows them the royal trophy, but before that he showed them the royal crown. Yes, he stole the king's crown. How is this guy not arrested? And did Natsu really steal it, or did the king just let him have it? But then again, I think Natsu stole it, because it's Natsu. But seriously, what is he gonna do with a crown? Well, anyway, more celebrations. Everybody's crying. Everybody's cheering. Woohoo! Whip-de frickin' do. Fairy Tale won. Now, the only person who's not really smiling at the moment was Gray because of his revelation of what happened to Ultir. But Julius tells him that it's rude to have that kind of expression while everybody else is celebrating. And Gray is like, "You're right. Thanks." And he smiles. But then he has this thought saying, "I have to smile for her sake as well." I don't know if he's talking about Juvia or Ultir. I think it's Ultir. If it's Juvia, then what the hell is Gray's deal? Does he like her? Does he not like her? Because in 338, he said that he technically didn't like her or her look. I don't freaking know. Anyway, the mayor of Magnolia shows up, and he gives Fairy Tale a reward, and that is a brand new headquarters. So the Fairy Tale Guild has now a new headquarters. Makarov starts crying. He's like, "I love this city." Everybody's cheering and crying. Everybody, yada, yada, yada. But then, finally, the most interesting part of this chapter. Well, what's to come at least. We see an imp, which looks a lot like the imp that Oprah had from Raventail. I'm not really sure if it's the same one. It could be a different one. I don't know. But that imp leaves Magnolia and heads towards somebody. And that somebody is Zeref. Oh my god, finally! Zeref has shown up! Mavis is there too, but even though Zeref can't hear or see Mavis, he can feel her presence. Zeref is finding a place for him to die, and they both stayed in Tenro Island, so maybe they did have some sort of connection. I'm not really sure. They could have a connection before Mavis died. I don't know. They seem to be able to talk to each other even though Zeref can't hear or see Mavis. Now, Zeref said to Mavis that he has lived for so many centuries watching them begin and watching them end. He hoped that one day a new age will come and purify all the hate, evil, and conflict. But it seems that no matter how many times he watches and hopes for that to happen, people make the same mistakes over and over again. And I guess after 7 years, yeah, this is what he did for 7 years, just thinking about what is going on, even watching what happened in the Grand Magic Games. And because of everything he witnessed, he came to a conclusion. He is going to reject the world if the world continues to reject him. I don't know what he means by that. I mean, yeah, the world does reject him, but it was because that it was claimed that he was evil. But from what we see, he's not really that evil. It looks like he's some sort of person who's meant to cleanse the world from evil and hatred and all that. And everything he's seen, he decides to know, I'm going to do it himself. Zeref says that he is going to rebalance and resurrect this world. And in order to do so, he is going to bring out a one-sided massacre and kill everybody within his wrath. But Mavis has a serious face herself, and she said that Fairy Tale will stop you. The only one who will be massacred is you. And these two have some sort of standoff. Then Zeref thinks, Natsu, the time of our showdown draws near. And that is basically where the chapter ends. So yeah, that is 338, 339, and 340. Now 340, the first half of the chapter was basically Fairy Tale coming back home and everybody's celebrating. Everybody's happy that Fairy Tale won after 7 years. But the second half was actually more enjoyable. Because finally, Zeref has shown up. There's a lot of things we don't really know about Zeref at the moment. It was led to believe that he was evil, but it didn't seem that he was. And he knows about Natsu, but Natsu doesn't know about him. So I'm hoping Hiro Mashima at least gives us a bit of more information about Zeref's backstory. I will admit these chapters did intrigue me for what is to come, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'll wait and see how it goes. Now, it seems that Zeref is tired of all the hatred and evil and conflicts that's going on in this world. And I guess he decides, to hell with it, I am going to resurrect this world by kill everybody it seems that he's more of an observer, not evil. He's neutral, and he just wants peace, and he thinks that in order to do so, he has to cause chaos and death in order to do so. That's the only way he can do it in order to resurrect this world, to purify it. I swear to freaking God, if they screw up Zeref's character, I don't know what I will do. So overall, these past 3 chapters were pretty good. 338 was okay, but still better than 337 because more of a lighthearted note, honestly. 339 was actually better than 338 because we learned what happened to Ultir, and it was sad. I felt so bad for her. This is the last we'll ever see of her again, unless a flashback or something. And 340, first half was okay, but second half was way better because Zeref made an appearance. He decides that he is going to annihilate everybody to resurrect this world and purify it. Seems like he's more of a cleanser than a evil dark wizard. But we'll just have to wait and see for the next chapters to come. But I swear to God, Hiro Mashima, if you screw this up, if you screw this arc, I swear to God, I don't know what I will do. So yeah, that is the chapter reviews of 338, 339, and 340. Tell me guys, what do you think about these chapters? I'm going to respond to 27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.